It is November 27 and I'm hiking the Upper Hiko Springs Trail. It is by Laughlin, Nevada, and I'm staying at Big Bend of the Colorado State Recreation Area. And a lot has happened since I left Valley of Fire that I will have to tell you about at the end of this hike, or near the end of this hike. I want to save some time to tell you guys a story. Anyway, I found this trail on AllTrails, and it's unmarked, but it's on the AllTrails map. So I knew about it from there. That's a valuable resource. It looks like it's just a hike down a wash right now, but it's gorgeous already. See, look at that sparkling tree. Got some bushy bushes here. Whoa, gotta watch my step. What is this? A palm frond clump. Neat. Continuing on with my mini series of hiking through the 10 Commandments, we're on Commandment 8, and it is thou shalt not steal. That sounds like a pretty basic commandment to understand, right? Well, let's dig deeper into this one. Here, the right to possess property is set forth, a right that is to be respected by others. For society to exist at all, this principle needs to be safeguarded, else there would be no security and no protection. All would be anarchy, as demonstrated by the pillaging with protesting. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. How people can loot and protest at the same time. Ooh, got some shade now. Look at this barrel cactus growing out of rock wall. Big old rock right there. This commandment forbids any act by which, directly or indirectly, we dishonestly obtain the goods of another. Oh, interesting. There's some cattails here in the middle of the desert. What? That is so amazing. And there's some water. Wow. There is a springs around here, I guess. Especially in these days when the keen edge of morality is becoming increasingly dull, it is well to remember that adulteration, the concealment of defects, the misrepresentation of quality, and the employment of weights, false weights and measures are just as much an act of the thief as pickpocketing and shoplifting. Very neat coloring. This could be like a countertop in my kitchen. Oh, this is really neat. Huge wall. Employees steal when they take a commission unknown to their superiors, or appropriate that which has not been expressly agreed upon, or neglected to do whatever work they contracted to do, or perform it in a slovenly manner, or damage the owner's property through carelessness, or diminish it by waste. So fun. There's some petroglyphs up there. Hi, really do like walking through washes. Employers steal when they withhold from their employees the benefits promised them, or allow their wages to fall into arrears, or force them to work overtime without proper remuneration, or deprive them of any other consideration they have a reasonable right to expect. It's considered stealing if you conceal goods from a customs inspector. Or if you make out a false or misleading tax return, that's stealing. Or if you incur debts that you can never repay, or going bankrupt. Oh boy. This is, can I do this? It's quite a drop. Oh. Maybe. I'm gonna have to put you guys away though. Yeah, I think I can do it. There's that hole there, and then I can go down there, and then over there. Should be able to do it. Well, I scaled that wall only to come to this obstacle. There is no way I can get down there. I have searched all over. So I guess this is done, and this on the AllTrails it shows that this is the end as well. So, bummer. This is kind of freaky. It's just a pure drop off. We can steal from others in a more subtle way, like robbing them of their faith in God through doubt and criticism, through the shattering effects of a bad example when otherwise trusted, by confusing and perplexing them by statements they are not prepared to understand, by pernicious, slanderous gossip that may deprive them of their good name and character. I don't know, this way I guess. I don't know, this way is steps. God made steps. Whatever withholds from another that which is rightfully his, or to appropriate to one's own use that which is another's, this is stealing. Ah, there's some more petroglyphs. Looks like they're trying to play tic-tac-toe and maybe hangman. And they've encountered some spiders, it looks like. And then there's some sheep around too. Really interesting. To accept credit for the labor or ideas of another, to use that which is his without permission, or to take advantage of another in any way, this too is stealing. This 8th commandment condemns man stealing and slave dealing and forbids wars of conquest. It declares that every attempt to advantage oneself by another's weakness, ignorance, or misfortune is registered as fraud in the books of heaven. Except for those possessed by the spirit of honesty, those who love justice, equity, and fair dealing, those who make it their law of life to do for others what they would want others to do for them, all men will, in one way or another, defraud their neighbor. Something to think about, eh? There are so many ways that one can be guilty of stealing. Now, I won't ask how many of you have stolen things, but how many of you have been the victim of theft? Now, God's timing is impeccable because I actually have a story that fits right in to my talk for this day. And I've gotten lots of things stolen from me in the past, even my truck, my vehicle, and money, and furniture, and yeah, Anyway, the latest one is exactly a week ago today. Well, I've been here for quite a while now, and it's been so windy that I could not hike, just dreadfully windy. So I thought to myself, I wonder what the library is like in Laughlin. So I went there, and I was so excited because there is a charging station for your devices. I put in my Apple Watch, my GoPro, my phone, and a power bank, all to get charged up. And I happily was reading a book while they were charging. And just before the library closed, I went to get my things, and lo and behold, my phone and my power bar were stolen. Why the thief left my watch and GoPro, I have no idea, but I'm very grateful he did. This is the station, free charging station. It's pretty amazing. I use number 4. And see, they have all these cords in here. Whatever kind of device you need to charge, it's brilliant, and even an outlet. So I put my phone in there and a bunch of other things. And then you put in a code, whatever code you want. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you press that. And then you can't open it. And then to get it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know. He must have watched me put in my code or something. I have no idea. But it's pretty sad. So I was so distressed, but you can track your phone. I had my iPad there, and you can track your phone and see where it's at. So I saw that he took it to Walmart, but the library staff was not interested in staying late, so I could phone there. So I had to come back the next day and use the library's phone. And then when I did, I found out that the thief had called my brother that evening, Sunday evening, and said he was sorry that he took my phone. He was having girlfriend troubles, and he would bring it back to the library. So I waited all Monday. I waited and waited. Then he didn't come, of course. Tuesday, I waited some more. And I also phoned the Laughlin police, but they weren't too interested in helping me. The lady was not sympathetic, the dispatch lady. She said, oh, my daughter had hers stolen, and it wasn't really where it was said it was. And I could not get anywhere with them. I didn't know it, but Mother had also phoned the Laughlin and the Bullhead City Police Departments, and she said the Bullhead City was very nice. So on Wednesday, it was Wednesday, when I went to the Bullhead Police in person, and they said they would be happy to help, but I have to go to the Laughlin Police Department and they need to file a report. So I went to the Laughlin Police Department just before closing, because they closed early because it was Thanksgiving the next day. So I just made it just in time. Finally, an officer came and he was not very happy with me. He goes, "How much is your phone worth?" And I said, "Well, it's $1,500 or so, but it's my lifeline. I'm stranded here." Anyway, he made out the report for me. So then I phoned Bullhead City Police, and I got the best police officer ever. He was sympathetic to my cause. He knew the neighborhood and knocked on the door of where it was at. And he said, I know that there's an iPhone in this house and I am not leaving until you bring it to me. So the guy brought it to him. And it's a drug-infested house and neighborhood and stuff. And anyway, the police officer arrested him and he was going to jail. That was amazing that the police officer was interested enough in my petty theft to help me out. I'm so grateful. The only thing is, the thief took my SIM card, so I still couldn't call family or anything. So Friday, I went to Las Vegas and I went to AT&T and got a SIM card. It's so expensive, but man, I had to do it. I need to communicate. So what a hassle this last week has been for me. Having my computer destroyed and then my phone stolen. What is God trying to tell me? I almost packed it in and went back home, but I stuck it out. Anyway, being the recipient of theft really stings. So God is really trying to protect us with this commandment. My phone says I walked 3.5 miles, so I'm going with that. The Healing Hiker rating for this trail is a 3.5 out of 5. It's a Sunday and I saw 10 people, so that's 10 too many people for me. And I mean, it's okay. I would say come if you're in the area for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for your sympathy. And I hope none of you have had experienced theft. Aw. Anyway, God will hold those people accountable if they do not repent.